God urges his beloved child to pause their thoughts and listen closely. This is a warning, unlike any message they have ever heard. He speaks to them directly, clearly, and with urgent purpose. They can no longer ignore the gentle whispers of heaven, the gentle calls of his Spirit, or the warnings he placed before them. Yet they have laughed them off, brushing them aside, turning their back, thinking there was always tomorrow, always another chance. But this time, they must listen closely. He is not joking, speaking to them from a heart filled with deep love, but also with an urgency they cannot ignore. They must stop playing with sacred things and gambling with eternity. They must hear his voice clearly, for the hour is critical and games must end. It is over. He asks his child if they hear him, if they understand these words are not random, nor something they merely stumbled upon. By chance or accident, these are his direct words to them. Right now in this very moment. Their hearts have wandered far, taking lightly what is sacred and true. They have laughed quietly at warnings and ignored his gentle signs, and smiled casually at serious calls. But to their Creator, this is no game. He is not joking with them. Their soul matters deeply to him, and he will not let them slip away. He has watched over them from the moment they first took breath. He held them gently through storms, guiding them silently through dark nights, and stood patiently beside them when everyone else walked away. Yet, despite all this, they treated his love as something casual, as something easy to pick up and set down whenever convenient. They must hear him clearly. His love is not weak. It is strong enough to break every chain, powerful enough to transform their entire life, yet serious enough to correct them when they stray. How many times has he sent them messages through moments they dismissed as random? How many whispers of truth did they brush off as coincidence? How often did he call out their names in the silence, only to find them distracted by things that do not last? He is not angry with them, he is deeply saddened. He grieves for their hearts, knowing the dangerous path they are on. It looks pleasant now, but it leads to darkness, emptiness, and sorrow. He warns them not to test his patience or mistake his kindness for ignoring their actions forever. His kindness is meant to lead to change, but it cannot shield them forever from the consequences of ignoring his voice. He has gently warned them repeatedly because his desire is to heal them, not to harm them, but the moment has come when gentle warnings turn into strong corrections. The moment has arrived when playing games with his word and his ways can no longer continue. They must ask themselves why their soul feels heavy. He is trying to reach you. That heavy weight on your heart is his Spirit calling you to return, urging you to abandon the choices that hurt your soul. You cannot claim to love him and then treat his commands as if they are optional. You cannot grasp his truth in one hand and chase the world with the other. Decide clearly who you will follow. You must choose openly where your heart truly stands. Many believe he will always wait, constantly overlooking their casual disrespect of his holiness. But hear this clearly. He is merciful, but his mercy is not weak. His grace is vast, but it is not endless without a response. He urgently calls you to wake up, to see clearly, and to turn fully to him. He asks you to stop playing games with his name. Stop treating his truth as if it is something small. These are matters of eternal importance, life and death, joy and sorrow, blessing and loss. Write Jesus, I am yours completely, if he has your heart. He has prepared beautiful things for you, blessings you cannot yet imagine. But these treasures cannot come until your heart truly respects him, until your actions truly reflect love for him. He wants you to know joy deeper than you have ever felt, and peace stronger than you have ever known, with a clearer purpose. But you must stop taking his words lightly. You must stop ignoring his calls right now. He stands at the door of your heart, knocking gently yet firmly. Do not shut him out again. Open wide and let him in fully. Allow him to show you a life you never dreamed possible. Let him remove the pain you hide, the shame, and the emptiness you struggle to fill. He wants to show you what life truly is when you walk closely and obediently with him. Yet understand this, if you continue to ignore his voice, a shaking will come, not as a punishment, but as the loving correction of a father who refuses to lose his child. He will do whatever it takes to bring you back to him, even if it means letting your plans fail. Your comforts fade and your illusions crumble. He does not want to hurt you, but to heal you. Yet he cannot heal what you refuse to surrender. Listen closely. He is not joking. Your soul is too precious to him, your life far too valuable. He has great plans for you. Purposes that stretch far beyond your wildest imagination. But none of this can happen if you continue treating him casually. If you continue playing games with sacred things. Choose now to turn fully. Choose now to respect deeply. Choose now to surrender completely, because he is right here. He approaches not with anger but with open arms, offering urgent love instead of threats. He urges them to stop playing, stop delaying, and start living in the truth. They must embrace the abundant life he has prepared for them. He asks them to listen deeply, because this single moment holds the power to transform their entire lives. Right now, their hearts are battlefields where truth and lies fight for ultimate control. And though they have been taught the truth well and know his words, they still treat his voice as if it were just another background noise. But he is not just some random speaker. He is the creator who shaped them, the very voice that formed their being, speaking life into their souls. They must ask if treating sacred things lightly is truly harmless, or if there are no real consequences for ignoring the deep truths they know to be real. They cannot be fooled. Every seed they plant will eventually grow, and each choice they make will shape the future they must inhabit. He has spoken clearly about the narrow path that leads to life. Yet they so often choose roads that only pull them away from him. He has watched them chase after empty things that glitter but never last. He has seen them give their hearts to those who never truly valued them. He has witnessed their tears and heard their quiet prayers, feeling their pain whenever endless disappointments shook their fragile faith. Yet they still turned back to broken things that could never heal them, to voices that could not guide, and pleasures that left them hollow. He wonders why they keep running from the only one who can truly satisfy them. He warns them to stop playing foolish games with what is holy, and to stop testing his endless patience. His love is infinite, but that does not mean they can treat his holy ways as if they do not matter. He wants them to wake up now, not to watch them struggle, but to rescue them from the unnecessary pain they could avoid if they listened. He wonders if they truly understand the depth of his devotion. His love is not merely soft, it is fierce and powerful. It fights for them even when they cannot see the battles raging around them. Every step they take away from him is a step toward pain, confusion, and sorrow. Yet every step they take toward him is a step toward healing and peace and true joy. He is not far from them. He is closer than their breath, closer than the heart beating in their chests. Yet they push him away because the truth he speaks feels too heavy and far too serious. But that truth is exactly what their souls are craving. They must stop running. They must stop turning away from the very thing they need most. He has placed signs before them repeatedly, moments meant to make them stop and reflect. But they rushed right past, entirely caught up in their own plans and blinded by desires, ignoring the warnings meant to save them. They dismissed the calls meant to awaken their hearts. Yet he continues to speak. Not because they deserve it, but because his heart cannot let them go. He wants this moment to be different, the time they truly hear his voice. Let this be their turning point, the day they choose life and stop taking his words lightly. He warns that the cost of ignoring him is heavier than they imagine. It is not just about losing blessings, but losing the deep joy and peace their souls long for. He sees clearly what they cannot. He knows where their chosen path leads, and it breaks his heart. Yet his hands still reach out. His heart still pleads, his voice still calling them home. He asks them to return, not half-heartedly, but with their whole hearts. They can give him every fear, doubt, worry, and sin. He offers to remove the heavy burdens they carry. He wants to give them rest. This is no time to shrug their shoulders or walk away. It is time to open their eyes and understand clearly. His words bring life. They carry power and can transform everything. If they will truly listen, he promises to heal them. If they will fully obey, he will bless them. But if they keep playing games and pretending, they risk losing what their hearts need most: his presence, his peace, and his protection. Please support this channel. Their goal is to bring joy to lives and foster devotion and reverence toward God. Viewers can also support them through the super thanks button down below. To his beloved, he urges them to listen closely, as these words are meant for them. He sees the struggles they hide and the doubts they cover up and the fears they carry alone. He does not come to shame, but to save them. Yet he cannot rescue them while they keep pretending everything is fine when deep down they know it is not. They pretend because smiling is easier than facing the pain. They keep busy so they do not have to face the inner emptiness. But he sees everything. They cannot hide their hearts from him. He understands every thought, worry, and secret struggle they face. And he wants them to know he is not disappointed in them. He loves them even more deeply because he sees their pain and longs to heal them. They must stop playing games with the life he gave them and stop pretending to believe while their hearts remain far away. True belief is not just words. It is trust, obedience, and surrender. True love for God is more than empty motions. It is giving him their whole hearts, even the parts that feel messy or broken. He does not ask for perfection. He calls for honesty, inviting them to come as they are, not as they think they should be. He wants to be the one to change them from the inside out. Far too often, they have turned away because facing the truth felt too difficult. Too many times, they chose temporary comfort over the right path because that righteous road seemed too difficult. But his message is clear. The path he offers may be challenging, but it is the only path that truly leads to deep joy, freedom, and peace. The world promises easy happiness, but those empty promises fade quickly, leaving their hearts empty again. His promises never fade. They grow stronger with each step they take toward him. They must stop playing with things that steal peace and joy. They must stop giving their hearts to things that break them repeatedly. The ways of this world may look attractive, but they always end in pain. They seem safe for a moment, but they leave lasting scars. He does not want his children bearing those scars anymore. He wants them free. He wants them whole. He wants their hearts to finally find the peace they have longed for. Today, their hearts must truly listen, letting their souls finally rest. Their spirits must awaken, realizing that the life they truly long for is found in him. They can no longer ignore his voice. They must not wait until life becomes too heavy to carry. They must choose him fully, deeply, honestly, choosing to stop playing with his grace. They must start walking in his truth, created for far more than chasing fleeting pleasures and empty dreams. They were created for eternal joy, unending peace, and a divine purpose far greater than anything they can imagine. He has written their story with care, each chapter filled with meaning, hope, and beauty. But they must trust him to lead. They must stop treating his guidance like a suggestion and start living by it as if their lives depend on it, because they truly do. The time for excuses is over. The time for pretending is done. This moment right now is a gift of mercy, a chance to start fresh. He does not promise tomorrow, only today, so they must choose wisely, clearly, and choose now. Leaving behind the distractions, the fears, and the doubts. They must lay down the heavy load carried alone, surrendering every burden, every worry, and every mistake, and every regret. When they come to him, they will find he is gentle and kind. His love will heal their deepest wounds. He lifts your heaviest burdens and quiets every fear. Stop trying to hide from him. He sees everything and still loves you fully. Stop running away from his voice. It is calling you home, where you truly belong as his beloved child. Listen deeply to what he says. He is serious about your life because you are precious to him. He does not joke when saying your soul matters deeply. He is not playing when he tells you that now is the time to turn completely. Let his love change you. Let his truth guide you, and let his presence fill your heart with joy like you have never known. This is his earnest plea to you. Come home, return to him fully. Stop playing games with the life he gave you and start truly living in the freedom, love, and peace that only he can give. He has not moved. He has not changed. He is still here calling your name with the same deep love he had for you since the beginning. You may have wandered, you may have turned your face from him. You may have filled your life with things that do not last. But he has remained steady, waiting for the moment you would listen again. And that moment is now. You are not too far gone, you are not too lost. You have not made too many mistakes. Do not believe the lie that you have waited too long or failed too many times. He is still willing to receive you. His arms are still open. His grace is still enough, but he needs you to take him seriously. He needs you to understand that life is not a game, and your soul is not a toy to be played with. You said with your lips that you love him, but your heart has been chasing other things. You have heard his word, but you have not followed it. You have been near his presence, but still kept parts of your heart closed. He sees it all. And he is not calling you out to shame you. He is calling you to save you. He cannot bless what is fake. He cannot fill what is full of pride. He wants your truth. He wants the real you, the one who is tired. The one who is scared, the one who is hurting and hiding. That is the version of you he longs to hold, to heal and to restore. You think you need to have it all together to come close to him, but that is not true. He never asked for perfection, he asked for honesty. He never asked for performance, he asked for your heart. So, why are you still hiding behind masks? Why are you still chasing approval from others when you already have his love? Why are you still playing with choices that are pulling you away from him? You say you want peace, but peace cannot live where lies are. Many claim they want freedom, but freedom only comes when they let go of the chains they still hold. They say they want to know him, but knowing him requires surrender. They cannot keep one foot in the world and the other in his kingdom. They must choose. They must decide and stop pretending that they can live both lives. They cannot. And deep down, they know it. They must walk by faith, not sight, if they trust his unseen hand. The pain they feel is not just life being hard. It is their soul crying out for truth. It is their heart mourning the distance from him. They were never meant to carry so much alone. They were never meant to fight these battles without him. He gave them his spirit to lead them, his word to guide them, and his love to comfort them. But they must stop playing and start walking fully in his ways. The time is now. The door is open, the chance to come home is still theirs. But they must not wait until the door is shut, or the cost is too high. They cannot wait until they have lost more than they were meant to lose. He calls to them today, not in anger but in love, not with force but with truth. He asks them to return with all their heart, to lay down their idols, their pride, their distractions, and their sins. He is not asking them to fix everything on their own. He is asking them to let him in, so he can begin healing and restoring them. He asks them to be still, to stop running, and to truly listen, really listen to his voice. They have played long enough with their purpose, delaying far too long in their calling. They have settled in comfort too long. When he created them for courage, this is the moment they stop playing. This is the moment of decision, the moment they say yes, not halfway, not someday, but right now. If they choose him, he will show them what real life feels like. He will fill their days with peace, lighting up their souls with joy. He will guide their steps with purpose, surrounding them with his protection. He will give them strength for every battle and hope for dark nights. He will give them himself, and he is more than enough. So the games must stop, no more hiding. No more pretending. Today is the day they return to him with all that they are. He has been waiting for them, calling them and loving them through it all. And now the message is clear, no more playing with him. No more playing with truth, no more risking their soul. They must return fully clean. To come now. They are still breathing because he has kept them. They still stand because he has held them. They are still reading these. He speaks these words because he has more to say to your heart. You might not see it, but he has been right beside you this entire time. Every night you cried, he was there. Every time you felt alone, he was closer than your own thoughts. Every time you felt lost, he was already leading you. Even if you didn't know it, now he speaks again, not in soft whispers, but with a serious voice. He speaks because your life matters. He loves you too much to let you keep walking in the wrong direction. He won't stay silent while you walk toward things that hurt your soul. You have tried mixing truth with lies, his voice with the noise of the world, and light with shadows. But it cannot work. One always pushes the other out. Either you are for him or you are against him. You cannot stand in the middle forever. He hasn't forgotten your prayers. He hasn't ignored your pain, but he cannot bless a life choosing the path of destruction. You ask for his help, but refuse to let go of habits that destroy your peace. You ask for his strength, but keep running back to things that make you weak. You want his comfort, but reject his truth. That must change, child. The games must stop. Your soul was made for more. He placed greatness inside you, not fame. Not power, but something greater. The power to love like he loves, to stand when all else falls, to shine in darkness. But that cannot happen while you live with one foot in and one out. You cannot serve two masters. You must decide, do you remember when you felt his peace? When you first believed? When your heart was tender and open, and you could feel his presence in the small moments? That is not gone. He is still here waiting for you too. Return, not just in word, but in truth. He wants to restore the joy and bring back that closeness. But you must choose to return, not just with your voice, but with your actions. Time is running out. The world is shaking. Everything people trust is being tested, and he will allow it, so that what is fake falls and what is true stands. Child of God, you must decide now who you really are. Not who you pretend to be, nor who others expect, but who he made you to be. You must choose if you will truly follow him, or keep playing with faith like it's just a story, not real life. He is real. His love is real, his power is real. His truth is unshakable, and he will not be mocked. You cannot keep using his name for comfort while ignoring his commands. People cannot keep asking God for blessings while living in rebellion. That is not how his love works, nor how truth operates. Yet even now, his arms remain open to them. His mercy is waiting, and they can still return. They must not wait until they are empty or broken beyond repair, nor wait until they have lost what they were never meant to lose. They should return while there is time. They must return while their hearts can still feel. They must lay down their pride and stubbornness. They must surrender their fear. He will not reject them. He will not shame them, but will receive them with joy, with open arms and a heart full of love. He will wipe away their tears, wash their wounds, and restore their souls, but they must come to him in truth. They must come with hearts ready to change. This is not about rules, it is about love. A love that wants their best and refuses to watch them drown. A love that speaks even when they do not want to listen. A love that corrects because it cares. That is his love. That is why he speaks so clearly. His children must listen. Let this be the day everything changes, the day they choose life. Let this be the day they stop playing with their souls and walk in their purpose. He is still here. He is still calling, and he will never stop loving them. But they must decide, they must come now. His children must hear this. Because the days are growing shorter, and the times are more serious than they realize. He knows life pulls them in many directions. He knows their hearts feel torn, and some days it's hard to know what's real and what's not. But this is real. His voice is real, and what he says to them is more important than anything else they will hear today. They were not made to live in confusion, or to walk in circles chasing things that give them nothing in return. They were made to walk with him, hear his voice, feel his presence, and carry his peace. But that peace does not come to those who keep one hand in the world and one hand in his word. They must choose. They must stop the game. They must stop pretending they have forever to decide. Many are wasting the days he's given them. They say, tomorrow I'll change. Tomorrow I'll pray. Tomorrow I'll follow God, but tomorrow is not promised. They only have now, and what they do now will shape their lives forever. His heart is not filled with anger toward. His voice is filled with urgency because he sees the traps ahead. He clearly sees the pain waiting on the path you walk. And he wants to spare you, he wants to protect you. But he cannot do that if you keep ignoring his voice. You cannot keep feeding your soul lies and expect it to grow strong. You cannot keep listening to the world and expect to hear him clearly. He speaks to those who want truth more than comfort. He comes close to those who are humble and ready to drop their pride. He does not bless those who play with sin while asking for his favor. He blesses those who are willing to lay down everything and trust him with it all. He knows what you have been carrying and how tired you are. He knows your silent battles and the thoughts you hide from everyone, and the fear that sneaks in late at night. He sees it all. And he says to you, you do not have to carry it anymore. No more pretending to be strong. You only have to surrender and let him carry you. Let him speak to the parts of your heart you have locked away. Let him in, not just on Sundays, not just during prayers when you are in trouble, but into every single part of your life. You have been trying to make things work on your own. You have been running from the only thing that can truly heal you. But now is the time to stop running. It is time to stop playing with the fire that burns your spirit and steals away your peace. You were meant for more. You were made for real joy, real purpose, and true freedom. But freedom only comes when you surrender. Joy only comes when you obey him. Peace only comes when you finally stop pretending. And purpose only comes when you trust him with everything. Not just the easy parts, but the broken ones too. Write, I love you, Spirit of God, if the Holy Spirit is your guide. He does not ask you to be perfect, he asks you to be real. He does not expect you to have all the answers. He asks you to believe that he does. You are not too broken for him. You are not too late, you are never too lost. If you come to him now, he will receive you, restore you, and walk with you directly into the life he prepared just for you. But you must come. You must stop playing, you must take his words to heart. Not just for today, not just for a moment, but forever. This is your time, this is your moment. This is the voice of your Creator, your Father, your Savior calling you home. Come back, let go of the things that are destroying your joy. Lay down the burdens you were never meant to carry. Walk away from the lies that keep you. He invites numb hearts into truth. Step into light, step into the kind of life that only he can give. He loves them with a love that never ends. He wants them even now, but he needs their full yes. Not their maybe, not their someday. Not their halfway, he needs their whole heart. So give it to him now, and watch what he will do. He asks them to let these words enter their hearts like fresh air into tired lungs. He is still here. He is still speaking, and he has not given up on them. But they must hear him now with new ears, not the ears of habit. Not the ears of old routines, but the ears of a soul that finally wants the truth. They cannot keep doing the same things and expect a new life. They cannot walk two paths at the same time. They cannot say they love him, but follow the world. These are not just small choices. These are the decisions that shape their soul. These are the steps that lead them either closer to him or farther away. And he wants them close. He wants them safe, he wants them whole. Before this video ends, they pause to pray together. As they sit before this quiet scene, their hearts feel deeply wrapped in stillness. The tall trees stand, and the soft light filtering through, the surrounding calm, it all reminds them of him. He is their steady place, the one who never changes, even when life feels uncertain. They offer thanks for moments of peace, breathing deeply and knowing they are safe in his hands. They bring to him the parts of themselves that feel weary today, the thoughts they have been holding in, the questions they dared not ask, and the fears they tried to hide. He sees them all and still loves them, never pushing them away. Instead, he invites them closer, closer to his heart, to his promises, to his grace that always waits with open arms. They ask Jesus to help them rest in him today, to stop striving and simply be, just to be his. They ask to be reminded that they are enough, not for what they do, but because of who he is. He calls them beloved. He calls them chosen. He walks with them even when the path feels slow or hidden. They pray to lean into him today, trusting that he is actively working in ways they cannot see. choosing to believe that His goodness is still unfolding in their lives. They pray for soft hearts to hear His whispers, hands open to His leading, and their spirits quiet enough to hear Him say, "I am with you." They thank Him for never rushing them, meeting them in still places. They give this day to Him with all its unknowns, trusting Him to hold it with care, in Jesus' name. Amen. When this message touches their heart, they type Amen in the comments to show their faith, sharing this word with whoever needs to hear God's voice today.